What the fuck is going on right now? This motherfucking internet, man.
Upside
Damn. I be scrolling.
So I'm working in my kitchen again, and I guess today's video is going to be about inventory. More specifically, how do I supply my store, my whatnot, and where do I get it? Obviously, I am only an online store, and obviously I'm not a big business, so I don't have a distributor, and I don't have a wholesaler. And I guess this is something that a lot of people ask when they first start about getting into Pokemon. Where do I get stock? Where do I get sealed products? Where do I get cards? Now, of course, you could go, I guess the weird route, or the one that people think, is just going to a store, asking them if they can cut a deal and, maybe selling it. But it's kind of hard considering most already will just keep it at market price, a little bit below, if anything. And even then, if they were to sell it to you less, it's even hard for you to make profit. Now, it's not like you're trying to make a lot of profit, of course, but it's just, if you're buying something for 90 and selling it for 90, it's fine if you're trying to build, but the biggest issue is that if you continue to do that, you're gonna lose. Of course, you need to find a way to provide inventory for your store. So I did research, and when I mean research, I googled as much as I can, and my tip for you is go everywhere. Instagram, Facebook Marketplace, family and friends. More importantly, just don't go to the stores, don't go to like websites that say they're wholesalers, because they're sure they're selling it for cheap, but they're still selling it around market price. You don't want to buy market price, considering also for me, I don't want to sell things exactly at market price. I always try to sell a little below. So I guess a good transparency is, I always tell myself, as long as I make at least 10% profit or even 8%, I'm fine. And so I always put in calculations for that. Now, I do have battle partners. So I did want to restock, and I want to restock on battle partners. So I couldn't find anyone nearby. What I did was I went on Facebook Marketplace, saw someone selling cases, and asked for a deal. Most of them are already selling it for less, but there's no harm in asking if they can lower the price. And most times they'll agree, because they're already getting it for cheaper from some reason. And I guess if you can do that, you're no longer I'm not a scalper. I just think, and you're no longer a reseller, you're actually trying to sell it. And I'm trying to sell it for less, because I want people to come to my show and get a better deal. And even if I'm not making a lot, that's fine with me, because I'm still building up. I just want people to know I can provide them good deals, and and at the same time, I'm not going to be at a loss. So if you really want to start doing this, I would recommend looking. Now, I guess I know Facebook Marketplace is local, which means it's better to find. Well, let me explain. In Hawaii, a lot of people go to Japan, and so a lot of people have connections in Japan, and they get boxes for it, which means, of course, it's easier to find Japanese cards. I don't know how that is going to be in the mainland, but over here, that's how it is. And I guess that's why I have it easier in that sense. So like coming up this Wednesday, today is Sunday, I am getting a case of battle partners for a good deal. And then I might be able to get a box of shiny treasures for a good deal too. And no matter how they got it, I can still sell all the packs or the box itself below market price. And that's exactly my whole plan. I always try to be more diligent and make sure I know what I'm doing. But at the same time, I don't want to overprice things, because if I buy something for, like, let's say market price is 110, and then I buy it for let's say everywhere around the store it's about like $110, and then people are selling for 130 because it's harder. I would rather sell it at 100, or at least up to 105, at least a little bit less, because I don't want people to like, I want it to, one, you're trying to sell, that's of course the main thing, but two, it's already hard to find it's already hard to find cards. So getting people to know that you're gonna provide a service or a product to them for a better deal, it's gonna make people want to come back to you. Now, it's not always promising because, like I said, if it runs out, I can't run my store. So you always have to keep looking. So I always have a bunch of people I try to communicate and talk to see if I can at least cut a deal so that way I can keep prices low. I guess it's the business mindset. Now, I do have to say, of course, I've looked into how to get a distributor or work with a wholesaler, and it's a lot of them don't work with online, or they'll say at the moment they're not working with online, which is fine because they want someone to have a brick and mortar store. Totally understandable. And two, it's because if you're like even if you have sales, they need a particular amount. Now, I am starting this from my own funding, from my own pocket. I don't have a store, I have my house, and all I'm doing is just buying cards and selling and hopefully making a little bit of profit. Point is, eventually I want to get to a wholesale or distributor price, but I know it's going to be a climb. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I'm slowly learning how to get there. I mean, if you want to know who distributes in your area, you can actually go to the Pokémon website and actually put in distributor, and they'll actually list it out for you. And then you can go to the distributor's website and then put in an online request to see if you qualify. Yeah, so I guess that's just the thing. I do have a lot of orders to put in. I'm running behind because I have work soon, but I'm confident. So good morning. It's a Wednesday, which means it is my whatnot stream day, and I have nothing to sell. I sold out on the last show, and today I'm supposed to meet up with someone to see if I can get something for the show. Problem is, he doesn't know if he's getting it in today. I need it by today, but it's like I have other people I can contact, hopefully. I just don't want to cancel today's show because that would be really sad, because the last show was so successful. And if not, it's okay. That's just how life is. But I guess today is just those days where patience is key, and you just gotta see if you're gonna get lucky. I just have to see if the guy gets it because he's giving me a really good deal. I'm getting like 3 bags of, what was it called? Battle Partners, which sold really, really well. And I do have other people that are offering the same thing, but in actuality, he's the only one that will give me the best price. I'll keep you updated. We'll see how it goes. I know it's a few minutes after I just recorded that, but you know what? I'm just gonna bite the bullet. I'll just contact another guy. Even though it's not a better deal, it's not that much of a difference. It's just those things where I have to I need to be more guaranteed that I have something for my show, because I want it to run on time. Even if, it's about consistency. So I don't want to hinder it, and even then have a chance of not having a show when honestly I could get it. So I'm gonna contact my guy. Hopefully he comes in now. It's kind of last minute, but I'm pretty sure we should be safe. So update, the guy I was supposed to meet, one guy canceled. Turns out he didn't get any cards in. And the guy I have to meet, the second guy, is actually not meeting me until 7 o'clock today. Now, my show was originally supposed to be at 4, but obviously I'm not going to be able to run it. Now, that's not a big issue. Wednesdays are usually my slower show days from my most recent ones. I'm mostly looking forward to the weekend because that's when, more people are available, but it's unfortunate. I might have to just cancel today's show. It's not that I didn't want to. I should have been more consistent. I guess it was just a timing thing. One, I didn't really expect myself to sell out that quickly, let alone I don't have a very consistent supplier, especially as a newbie. You won't have a consistent supply, so you just have to find different resources. Thankfully, I do have people who I can't have contacted with. This guy I'm meeting is new, but hopefully things will work out. I'll record it when we meet up with him, but other than that, show's canceled. They can't do anything about it. Sorry, I know the lighting is really bad, but I'm in my car and I just met with my guy. Got some battle partners in. I know I can't see, it's kind of dark, but I got a supplier. Crazy. Now, I just shot my shot, told him what I do, what I'm trying to do, what I, my YouTube and my whatnot and my TCG player, and he said, yeah. So, I guess I have my connections now. And he's offering a good price for my next order. So, look forward to that. Today was kind of being a bad, it wasn't bad. It was just kind of not as good as I would want it. But now it's really freaking good. Today is really awesome right now. And I gotta say, I'm having a great time. Well, I gotta go pick up my girlfriend now. After I pick up some treats. And I guess that does it for this video. Just a quick journey of trying to find inventory, and come to find out that I ended up getting a supplier. So I guess for a tip for starting a business is shoot your shot. Just ask. Don't be afraid, because you never know. Maybe that next person you talk to is going to be your supplier. Alright, someone just parked next to you. I'll see you in the next video.
I was checking on my phone one